Hello crafty people, I think I'm live. I think I have sound. Hello, hello. Hello Rob, thank you for joining me in my absolute chaos today. So I am getting myself ready for next week because it's a big event for me. It's Fantasy Forest and as you can imagine, I had to do myself a little planner because my brain can't see how much time I've got between things sometimes, and I thought I had a week longer than I did, and I don't. So I have been making away. I've been doing lots of my good, I'm glad this sounds good, thank you Rob, thank you. I've been making, this is really annoying and wobbly, I've been making my paper layered art that I do, which I don't put loads of that on out in the internet because people copy it. It's just one of those things I probably should share more of, but I've been busy doing that today and cutting, because I create an SVG file and then cut it, and I'll get out a couple that I've made because they're really cool, that I've got popped away, which says popped away. So I do a mixture of like purchased files, and I do a mixture of my own files, like things that I create myself. And so this is a dragon's eye that I sell at these shows, and he's quite popular, and I do him in a mini frame. He's cool, isn't he? So I've made 3 of him for the show because they always sell well. And then I've made, I don't normally make a large one, but I made a large one of him, which has come out nicely. Whoop. I'm getting it all kind of packaged, ready to go for next week, because me and Mum are heading up to Sudley Castle on Thursday. So there's the kind of slightly bigger version. Do love a dragon. And right, fold that bit over there. I've got to fold them back up, otherwise I know I'm going to end up knocking them or something. I go through so much bubble wrap at these shows. And so I do 2 versions of this one, but I've made so this is the lionfish, or the fighting fish, steampunk styly. How cool is he? But I do him, so he is like a 3D out, but I also do him as a 3D in. But I haven't got a frame to put that one in. I've run out of frames, so I'll have to pop that to one side for a mo until I can. So I can do that. I've also, so I've framed up 2 fighting fish or lionfish, 3 small dragon's eyes, 1 what size is that, medium framed dragon eye. Oh no, he needs to go there. It all fits specific way, and I've just messed it right up as usual. And I've got cut, although I need to recut one of my layers, because one of my cat layers, I'll show you, it's really annoying, it keeps cutting really badly, so I'm gonna have to recut. So this was the first one that I ever designed myself. It's not a perfect one because I need to redo the black, but I've got a bit of a sadistic side, shall we say. I did a cat, looking through the eyes of a cat. Oh, wrong layer. Like that. So you've got the cat. I haven't got anything white to stick behind it. You've got the cat staring at the birds in the trees. So he was the first one I ever designed myself, and he's quite popular. So I've But my birds aren't seemed... Oh, that one's come out okay. I might get away with that one. Possibly. Yeah, that one, it just didn't cut there, which is a bit annoying. My scan and cut is playing up a little, which is a bit annoying. And then I have a fox, and this is cool. Let me get my fox together. So I've been cutting all these layers out so I can put them together in some frames I've got. And there's my fox. So they're cool. So I've been working away on that today. Busy. I'm always left with like these really cool kind of like outcuts. Sometimes I use them like in stenciling and stuff with the what's it called, canvas pieces, but yeah, I end up with quite a few of them. So is that all I've been doing today? I say that, is that all? It's been quite a undertaking as usual, because I seem to just run out of time. But have you got a new blade? It was a brand new blade. To be fair, I'll show you the state of my mat. I could probably do with a couple of new mats, but it's just going to have to wait, because I just don't have the spare cash. Don't know if you can see. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. And if I hold it up to the light, you can see I've got crack there. So yeah, definitely need a new mat. Crack there. Yeah, I need a new mat, or a couple of new mats. They're just so expensive. Like, I love my scan and cut, you know, hence why I used to demo it. But mats and blades and stuff are really expensive, and if I'm honest, I have tried, so Amazon do a scan and cut auto blade, an off brand one, and I found it to be just as good as the regular scan and cut blade. That is, yeah, I need to get a new mat. Yeah, annoying, because I've wasted a few bits of card today, and I use for like my box frame art, I try and use a nice card stock, like American card. Is it American card? Yeah, American card stock, because they've got some really nice colours that really kind of work together. But I've gone through a couple that have ended up in the bin. I should really start like pulping down my paper and making my own, but that's just something else for me to do. So, hi Kel, thank you for joining. I've just been showing off the goodies that I'm going to be taking, or some of the bits that I'm taking to Fantasy Forest that I've been making. Because last year at the show, I don't know, I must have had about 20 frames or 20 box frames that I'd made up of all different ones from the range that I do. And I sold out of everything, absolutely everything. I think bar maybe 2 of my extra large frames, which they're like this big. And they, I charged like 45, 50 pounds for those ones. Mainly because the frame cost me 20 quid to have made anyway. But yeah, it's, I'm having to redo all my stocks. I haven't really done a show like that other than Basingstoke, but I had enough of other stock to take to that. So, lots to do. Other thing that I need to work on between now and next Thursday is my hand embroidery. If I get enough chance to do some hand embroidery projects, and I need to do some more free motion embroidery. So if I get a chance, I'll have my sewing machine set up next week, and you can see what I do for the free motion embroidery. So what I do is I make tea light lanterns. They're just little, it's a fabric, you have like a base that you put it on, and it makes this really nice lantern which you put an electric candle in, and they're really nice, and I kind of do some free motion embroidery and stuff on the fabric, and yeah, I quite like doing it. They're skulls, of course. I do have other designs, but I prefer my skulls. yeah, and so I sold out of, I think I might have one left, but I'd like to have at least one or two more just in case. They're not like an expensive seller that I do when I'm at shows, but it's kind of nice. I only charge a tenner. I should probably charge more because the kits probably cost me a fiver. I'm a bit cheap sometimes. Oh dear, that's not a good thing to say, is it? Anyway, so that's what I've been busy doing today. And tomorrow I'm running, I've got my acquired brain injury session and I need to get some stuff sorted out for that tomorrow morning. There's a lady who wants a fox picture, so I need to do her a fox picture that she can put onto a card or something. Don't really know, but she wanted to colour one in. She wanted one for a card, so I've got a note. I will sort that tomorrow morning. But what I thought we could do today, and I've not got these out in donkey's years, is I've got this set of Brushos. I think I'm saying it right. The crystals. They're like colour crystals. So basically they're just a pigment ink, which is a dried pigment ink. There's lots of different versions of this out there, but these I got from Stampin' Up. I don't know how long ago. How long ago? Does it have a date on it? Probably not. No, I'm looking. No, but I must have had them because I stopped doing Stampin' Up 7 years ago. I stopped demonstrating for them, but I'm still doing it. Yeah, so I've had them for at least that long. Probably a bit longer because obviously I got them before I done the telly stuff. Yeah, well, I thought we could get, I mean, it's been a long time, so I thought we could make a nice background. Then I've got my thing plugged in, haven't I? She says thing. No, that's the yeah, there it is. Is it plugged in though? Yes, it is. That's all right. Just making sure. So I've got some watercolour cardstock cut out already. I'll flip it a flue around, but we'll just start with the kind of base colours, and then we can add to it and we can get some stenciling in there and see how it turns out. I don't know where I'm going with this tonight. I've got a few stamp sets beside me, but let's just play. If we just make a background, then we just make a background. But I do also, I don't know, I think I might do this later, but a show I was on with my MDF shapes a little while ago, I need to paint this. So these are the two that I had kind of for the show, or I painted the purple one on the show, and that was my kind of sample. Oop, that way. And I want to take these. I want to take these with me to Fantasy Forest because I think they're kind of nice. And somebody else might want to, because I'm going to take the main MDF stuff, so people might see that and go, "Oh yeah, I want to make that." So I need to paint this up, but I haven't done my base layer yet, so I might do that at some point this evening. At some point, right? Let's flip it a flue. That's the one. So with these, they're not one pure colour, if I remember correctly. Each one has like, so this is like a yellow and a red. This is got blue and purple, like a green mossy yellow. Because the sticky bits have come off. And I had the tape on it to try and stop them, because you just stick a hole in the top and then pour them out. So maybe I should get a couple of different, should I just get a big bit so we can see what colours we've got to work with. Watercolour cardstock. I actually really need to get some more watercolour cardstock because I am very low. And unfortunately I can't get it from Creative Crafting World anymore because they don't sell it anymore. They've stopped producing all of their papercraft stuff, so it's whatever they've got left on their website. I should take them to sell. Yeah, I'm going to try and take them to sell. Why not? So let's so what I'm going to do, I've just got water here, so I'm going to just spray some water onto my watercolour cardstock, and I can the nice thing about using a big bit is we can always cut this down at a later date. But let's have a look what colours we've got. So let's hopefully that's enough. So we'll go with this. Let's line them up. Line them up. Oh dear. I think I need to redo the tape. Let's go for this one. So this has got quite a lot of, this is red. And I'm gonna just shake it all over and then I'll just add a bit more water. Right, I'm just gonna stick a little bit of water underneath just to get that surface tension. Hopefully that will just hold. And this stuff, they get everywhere. And like where I just sprayed the water, it just kind of exploded. So let's do a little bit of blue. And a little bit of you. It's funny, like we end up with stuff in our stash that we don't use and you forget about. And I keep having to just remind myself every now and again, like what I've got, just so I can, you know, shouldn't just be sat there not doing anything. I've got to be careful. I don't kind of to put too much water on and mix it too much, because then it will turn into a bit of a muddy mess. But I'm not sure if that's just, no, it's not that colour. This is like, looks a little bit like a, look at those different colours. I think Creative Expressions did some kind of like pigmenty ink. Oh, you've got some somewhere as well. I know, isn't it funny? Like, I do love them, but I just, I think what I'm going to do, so I might use this as a bit of a pickup. So what I've done is I've just, so this is the cardstock that I want to use. Look, that this stuff gets bloody everywhere. And I'm going to use what's on here as kind of like a transfer. And see how that comes out. Oh, that's kind of nice. Let's dry that. Look at the puddle. Let's dry that and then I'll go in again. Where's mine? There we are. That's made some nice colours. I could go in quite a few times, couldn't I? I will get a what's it called? Paper towel and drain some of that water. It doesn't need to be bone dry, but I don't want it to, I want to get a layer upon it. This could go very wrong, or it could go very right. Or somewhere in between. Right, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to go that little splodgy bit there. Oh, let's get a bit of that. Let's dry that bit. And then I'm going to pick up some more of this down there. How's everybody else's day been? Busy? Has everybody been busy doing that horrible thing called work? it has been quite nice out today, actually. Although I was almost late. Well, I was late, actually. Not almost, I was late. I had a collection man coming to pick up parcels. And typically he came literally as I'm walking out the door to go do the school run. Thankfully, one of my friends grabbed Theo for me whilst I was giving them parcels. See, I really like how this has come out. This is layered quite nicely, which I was a little bit surprised about. There's some nice kind of colours going on there. Let's go in for one more deep dive, and see what we get. And we can do a bit of stenciling over this, maybe some stamping. Right, so let's soak up some of that pool. Right. Because I can use that on another project. This, I'll just let it dry. Nice. There's something else that I keep on seeing as a content creator that pops up on my Instagram. I think her name's Vicky. She does some absolutely fantastic projects, and I keep meaning to try out some of the things I see her do because it looks cool. Right, so we've got a very rainbow-esque card. You've been to watch your granddaughter's sports day. Oh, lovely! And organising your craft space. Nice. I really need to do that because my workspace is overflowing at the moment, and I have to take a couple of bags of stuff out so I can get in to do some work. I really need to spend some time doing that during the summer holidays. Yes, we had our sports day the other week, and Theo, yeah, he done really well. He came second in his running race. We're so proud of him. The first year he did it, in year R, he tripped over and fell on his face. Poor little Mike. So it was kind of like, has been a bit scarred since then about it, but he did really well. Coming second on his running race this time. It's so nice to go watch them, isn't it? I hope it was a nice and sunny day. When we had it a couple of weeks ago, gosh, it was so hot, it was ridiculous. I think we're going to bring some butterflies in. What do you reckon? Some butterflies. Let's bring you in, and I might just have to stamp you on a little bit of cardstock. There we go. I'm going to stamp it on there, and I'm going to cut it out. I might stamp it in purple and do the inner part in a different colour. Right, pop that there. Yeah, hopefully I can find everything. What colour did I just say? Purple. Have I got a purple beside me? No, of course I don't. We got that one, and I think I'm going to do purple and mustard seed. I normally do this layer in black. Do you know what? I want to do something a little bit different today. But it was nice going to the sports day though. It was really nice. Right, I have to do a couple of layers of that, I think. Okay, one more layer. Hopefully it'll give me good coverage. There we go. Good smoosh down. Still a little bit blotchy with this colour. So we're just going once more because why not? It's just this bottom bit here. There. I keep on me and my other half for the last X amount of years been talking about moving just to somewhere slightly bigger than what we're in at the moment. But we've been here for years and we love it here. But I want a slightly bigger workroom because I can't take it to our work because there isn't enough space there to have a space, unfortunately. Mind you, I do have storage there, but that's something else. Right, and now let's get the wingy bits. I'll just do that stamp set. Oh, it's there. Put it down right in front of me, and I'm just going to line that up. So there we go. Get that all squished down. Now I have no idea if these colours are going to be any good, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Because sometimes it's just good to try something different. And I find myself, I really do gravitate to the same colours. Almost like they're my safe colours. But it's good to just try something a little bit different. Yeah, that is a little bit different. I just tried to pick out some of like the kind of key colours I could see just there. Oh, I need a shed. The problem is, yeah, I do need a shed. We don't have much of a back garden because of the kind of, we're on a seaside estate. These houses, when they were built in the 70s, weren't built with any kind of back gardens. We've got like, it's like a very small concrete back garden. Sorry, just having a swig. Which unfortunately wouldn't be able to fit a shed in the back garden. Yeah. And so, you know, and we also can't go up because of the way these houses were made. They have got a really low, is it called an eaves? The roof of the house is really low. So we'd have to rebuild the whole roof, and because we're an end terrace, we'd have to probably do everybody else's too if we wanted to go up in the loft. That's why literally there is no houses on our kind of estate that have what's it called, like a Lofkins version. It's ridiculous. Bad 70s builds. I'm going to change scissors because these hurt my hand. Where are my other ones? Let's see if you're working all right. We're a little bit gluey because I've been cutting foam pads with them. Oh, I see. Yeah, we are literally, we're right next to the beach, which is lovely. Not that I can kind of see the beach. Literally, there's one row of houses, and a small seafront golf course between us, so a small field, and us and the beach. It is lovely here, but we do have a few problems with parking, as you can imagine, because all tourists like to just park down our road because it's free parking. So trying to park outside my house is very difficult. But we love it here, but it's just not quite big enough for me and my stuff. If I didn't do all the stuff I do, I'm sure it would be fine. I'm sure it'd be absolutely fine. I shouldn't complain. Well, I'm not complaining because I love it here. And when I don't know, one day we might move. When I'm a millionaire, once I've won the lottery, or postcode lottery, one of them will do. Mind you, I've literally only just started doing the postcode lottery. I don't know why. My sister does it, and she mentioned about doing it. I was like, oh well, I do the Euro Millions every week. Might as well give it a go. Might as well just give it a little go. Sorry, I am slow at cutting. This is a fairly easy shape to cut out, but I'm just a little bit slow. My scissors are a bit gunky, but I gave them a wipe, so I'm not sure why they are being a bit stiff. But the other ones really, I love the Tim Holtz scissors, but they really hurt my hands. And they're supposed to be like their ergonomically shaped ones. I find they hurt. So at the moment my scan and cut is propping my laptop up at the moment because I had to put the scan and cut onto my desk to do my cutting today because there's not really enough space behind me to do it. I could have popped it on my scan and cut, couldn't I? Mind you, it probably wouldn't have worked because my mats aren't great. Oh yeah, did anybody see, if you are a scan and cutter and you want the opportunity, Highlight Crafts are looking for some form of DT team for the scan and cut. I assume they want people to test files and stuff, make projects. But if you are into that, check them out before that closes, because you know, if you want to give your time away for free and create stuff and find out what they're doing, might be a good opportunity. I'm sure they send you quite a few free files for it. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to be doing that. Otherwise, that would be fun. Don't have enough time to do my own stuff. Right, almost there, she says. Try not to get his little antennas. Oh, so I was sketching yesterday. How do people feel about spiders? I want to know people's thoughts on spiders. So I've been sketching. I might get him up so you can see him. I sketched a spider. He's kind of cute, but not kind of like cutesy. But I don't know how much people will like a spider on a stamp set, because I know people freak out about spiders. So I don't really know. So I've drawn it and I've kind of toying with where to put him on a stamp set. But what are your thoughts on the spiders? You guys are like my test buddies. What are your thoughts on spiders? Oh, they're okay. Okay. Some people absolutely hate them. Right. So I think we need a bit of stenciling or something in there. So let's bring in that yellow and that. Do I have a yellow blending brush near me? Is it in here? We've got a couple in here. Oh yeah, there's the yellow one. I've got a yellow one. It's a little bit squished, he is. So let's go for big squarey dots, and I might do a bit of lines and some lines. And then have we got, why have I put that there? Have we got what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, I might do the mandala actually. I'm going to bring, so this is from the light bulbs moment release. I'm going to do the mandala because he's cool, and we're going to do that in purple. So I need a two-inch flip. I do change my mind so much. Not too bad. I'm not afraid of them. Yeah, do you know what? I am and I'm not. Like if there's somebody in the room that's more scared than me, then I can deal with it. If I'm the person that's the most scared, I can't. How weird is that? Some people do have a huge fear of them. That's the problem. But I'll show you a little picture in a minute. You can see my sketch. And yeah, I haven't decided just yet if he's going to go into a stamp set or not. I have added him to one, but see if I can get up my screen to show you. Just a sec. Yeah. Video. We'll just do a little bit up there. There we go. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want to get that kind of little impression of it. And then I think, I'm not sure what smells a bit funny. It smells a bit kind of chlorine-y. Do we do liner lines? No, we do dotty dots. A few dotty dots. I mean, to be fair, we're pretty lucky in this country with spiders because they're not horrific killers for us in some places. My son keeps watching these like deadliest animals and things, and I just thank my lucky stars that we don't have black widows and things over here. There we go. Nice. Nice. Do we want a bit of stamping on there? I don't know. So I think bring in I've got a couple of textures there, I don't know. As always. Covering that over a little bit too much. But I chop it in two. Give it all chippity chop. Just have it higher up. No, chippity chop. Chippity chop. Theo and Bobby have been making paper aeroplanes. They seem to be, the boys at school seem to be absolutely obsessed with paper aeroplanes. And position it just right, it makes it a little bit longer maybe.
I always like faff and procrastinate about where I'm going to put things. I don't know if I like that. Just don't know. I'm not loving it. What was that, Rob? At least they don't crawl up, bite you. Yeah, I don't want to be bitten in the bottom. Definitely don't want that. I'm not really sure what I want to add. Not sure about that. I think maybe that one's better. And I think we'll keep it in the centre. And we will... What did I do with the card base and black cardstock? Just so we can get an idea. Do you think I want to add a little bit of stamping? Maybe. That's what I'm missing. A bit of stamping. What shall we do? Where's one of my texture stamps? Let's do the script. Now, I think we'll do the script. I'm sorry if you hear Theo yelling. He's been playing Roblox. And there's a particular game that he likes to play. I'm not a fan myself. But he was trying to get me to join it. And so we were trying to get my phone to connect and join. And it wouldn't do it. And he got very frustrated, bless him. And very upset because he wanted Mummy to play with him. I couldn't. Oh yeah, I like that. That's better. Sometimes you just need a little bit of extra. Yes. Right. Let's tape pen. What have I done with them then? Oh, I've got some next to me. Really, I've got drawers and drawers of things that I really need to go through and sort out. Really need to have a big sort out. I'm hoping the summer holidays, as I am at home with my little man, I will get a little bit of time to do a good declutter. Hopefully. Ooh, not quite. There we go. I kind of got it there. Oh no, very wonky. Bob would not be happy, but oh well. As I've mentioned before, my other half is an engineer. And I put things onto cards slightly off in his engineer's eye. Finds it difficult. Finds it extremely difficult. Right, pop a little bit of that on there. So next week, what have I got to do? So next week, I've got to check where all my costume stuff is. Because I've got a few costumes for the weekend. Oh, I haven't done the sentiment. And got to do my hand embroidery. Hand embroidery. Where are my foam pads? I had those earlier. That one will do. That one will do. Ugh. So I'm going to pop that on there. But we need to do a quick sentiment. And what sentiment shall we do? Live life in the light. Yeah, let's do that. Because we're very colourful. Very colourful. I really do need to sort this all out. I've got such a pile of stuff in to one side of me now. I'll put it on there. Black. There it is. So we've done a little bit of brush-o stuff today then. Had a little play. I'll bring back that one, that the big bit, in just a sec. Lovely. And then we can see how that's kind of developing and drying. So move you, bin, you out the way, you out the way. Get nicey. Just going to do a little bit of purple on the edge there. It's a little bit too white for me. Too bright. And then let's get a little. This is how I ruin all my scissors, by chopping up foam pads. Oh, no way, Theo. Sorry, he's just yelling no way. Probably thinks somebody's cheating. Right. Okay. So we have used the brush-os to make that kind of colourful background. A couple of stencils to add some more texture. Little texture stamp, texture die, and the Whispering Wings stamp set butterfly. So this is, that's looking pretty cool actually. I will cut that up into probably 4 to make 4 smaller cards. This is quite wet, so I'm gonna just let that dry overnight. That's really cool. I like the way that's come out. Little splodgy bits. Yeah, nice. Not that I'm going to be able to use that tonight. Oh, thanks, Kel. I hope you're doing okay today, my love. I hope you're all well. Yeah. So, another way using the products that I like to bring you guys to make a bit of a grungy, colourful card. Like I said, I've gone for colours I don't normally go for, just to give it a go. Push myself out of my comfort zone. I don't know what I did. I'm going to flippity-flu you. I have no idea what I did with the card that I made last week. It's got to be in one of the piles around me. I'll show you. Look at that. Just piles of things. It's a nightmare. Oh, I'll get there eventually. I think I'm going to give myself a week off after Fantasy Forest. I'd like to, but I've actually got to work. But I've got work I've got to do. But I'd like to give myself a week off, but it's not going to happen. But it's all good. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Kelly, for joining me. It's lovely as always. I do love your company. Next week, no idea what I'm going to be doing. But I'll give you a little. I'll show you what I've been creating this week. Ready for Fantasy Forest next week. When I go to Fantasy Forest, I will do a couple of little lives kind of showing people around. Have I got ink on my face? No, it just looks like it on the screen. And take pictures and stuff because it is just amazing. It really is just amazing. So you'll really enjoy doing that. Or, you know, kind of coming along to the event with me.
Your new goodies arrived yesterday. Yay! I'm glad they arrived. Thank you for purchasing with me. I really do appreciate it. Everything that you guys kind of interact with, purchase, all of that, it just helps me keep going. Helps me keep going. But I think we've got the go ahead for the graffiti collection. So watch this space, that's coming soon. Ooh. Oh yeah, the spider. Let's see if I can, sorry, I'm going to be looking at this for a second. See if I can get my screen up. So I want Illustrator, no. Yes. Okay, I've got a little, oh, I can show you a little bit of him. Okay, where I've been working. So I work in Illustrator and I work in, what is it called? Adobe, oh, Photoshop and Illustrator. Sorry, I couldn't work it out then. Right, let me see if I can share my screen. Now I know I've done it before. It's that one. So the screen's going to look really weird for a second because this is the filming stuff. So Photoshop. Here, him. What do you think? I think he's a bit cute. I like the way that he's come out. He's kind of cute. What are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts. So let me clickily clue that back. Turn the camera back. There we go. What do you think? What do you think? Is he a bit creepy? He'll be quite small. That's kind of when I'm working and drawing, I zoom in a bit to get the kind of different sketchy strokes. That's just where I like to do it, but I'm sure that's how other people do it. And then I zoom out to kind of, you know, so he looks quite he's quite cute. I don't know, maybe. Rob, you like it? That's good. That's good. That's good. You think he's cute, not scary? Okay, that's good. Because that's the thing is, I done him with the big anime eyes to be cute because I didn't want him to be like scary. But also, have you seen those like tiny little hairy wolf spiders that are like this big with the massive eyes? My son thinks they're absolutely adorable. Not that we're having one, but he thinks they're really cute. So that's what kind of like, he's not exactly like that, but I was kind of going for that cutesy kind of. And then I'm gonna, so there was a little bit of a string next to him, so I'm gonna have the string bit separate so you can either add it to it or take it away. I'm thinking I share far too much, don't I? But oh well. It's what makes it fun. Anyway, so that is my little spider that I was sketching yesterday. Yeah, and I've got a few more that I need to really finish off, but I will do. You could do spider webs. I have got a spider web, but I'm not happy with it. I've drawn it and I'm not happy with it, so I'm gonna have to revisit it. I'm gonna have to resketch it because it's not. I don't think it's quite good enough yet, but it's getting there. Because like spider webs, it's really weird when you look at them in the wild, they are a little bit all over the place. But then when you, all right lads, yeah, so I've tried to kind of imitate a picture of a web, but it just looks rubbish. So I'm just going to have to, I think, yeah, I don't know, I'm going to have to revisit that. I'm going to have to revisit it. Because like when I was looking at webs, I was just like, what way do they all hang? And if they hang, like, it'll hang funny. I don't know. So I had this whole big thing. I must have drawn about 3 or 4 different webs and didn't like any of them. But yes, there will be a web. There will be a web to go with that. Yeah, definitely. Sharon's caring. Yeah, Sharon is caring. You know. Anyway, as usual, I've waffled for long enough. So thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for waffling with me. We got a sneak peek of Mr. Spider, and we made I used a product I haven't used in years, which I'm really proud, not proud, but I'm pleased that I have done because I kind of liked it. Yeah. Do I need those? Probably not. I could probably get rid of them. But I do like them. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, it has been a pleasure. Let me turn on to the right thing. Yes. And I've got a message from Rob. I think they have hang different probably. Yeah, yeah. I've been looking, but I need to spend a bit more time sketching. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you joining me today. And I never know which one of these I'm supposed to click off. If I'm supposed to click off OBS Studio or OBS Studio or the lively thing. But anyway, I'm going to click off here and I shall see you all again soon. So thanks again. I'll keep you updated.